Hello everyone, this is Ms. Lodato. I'm the Director of Library Services here at Santa Margarita, and today I'm going to show you how to do some research on different schools of thought. Okay, so what we want to do first is to go onto the Learning Portal and let us sign in. Okay, so once you're signed into the Learning Portal, we want to get to the library's online databases. To do that, you want to go to the navigation pane, click on Site Home. Under Course Categories, scroll on down, click on General Academics, click on Library. Alright, and right now we are at the Library Resources Online database page. Okay, so here's the online databases. We have approximately 30 databases here at Santa Margarita. What I'm going to show you is how to find the usernames and passwords for different databases. When you try to access these databases from campus, you will not have to put in a username or password. However, when you're at home, you will need to input your login credentials, and I'll show you where to find them. Under EBSCO Discovery Service, the username and password is right here, SMCHS Eagles. When you scroll on down to the other databases, either right underneath or right next to it, you'll find the login credentials. So for these two Gale databases, it's SMCHS. Here's JSTOR, a popular database with English teachers. Username is SMHS. Password is FOYIRUSA. Okay, for Britannica, here's the username. Here's the password. Same thing with EBSCO. So again, you will find the login credentials, the username and passwords for each database. SMCHS, Eagles. Here's the username and password. Here's Facts on File, other popular database suite for both college and high school. Username and password right here. ArtStore username and password there. SMCHS Eagles right here. And so on and so forth. Okay, so the first database that we want to go on is called EBSCO Discovery Service Search. What EBSCO Discovery Search is that it's like Google, but it searches our databases. So just think of it as Google for reliable resources. Alright, so right now we are going to type in existentialism. We will click on search. Okay, and we have about 28,000 results. So with what's good about EBSCO Discovery Service is that they will oftentimes have these research starters. What research starters are is that they're similar to Wikipedia in that they provide an overview of general topics. So let's click on existentialism. And again, here is an overview that you can see. It's like an abstract, a summary. Okay, and let's say we want to use this particular entry. So what we want to do to cite it is underneath Tools, scroll on down to Cite. Okay, and if you remember, for citations, Santa Margarita uses MLA 8 works cited format. So here is the entry for this particular resource. So what's good about the citation formats is that it gives you an overview and to know how to cite different resources that you use. Okay, so let us go back. So again, just as a reminder, EBSCO Discovery Service, you can search other databases, and I'll show you how to limit it to certain databases. Under Refine Results on the left-hand side, scroll on down to Limit by Database, click on that, and click on Show More. Okay, so here are the different databases that EBSCO searches. So the ones that you would primarily use for English classes are the Literary Reference Center, JSTOR Journals, and Literature Criticism Online. Okay, and we will click on Update. And it went down from 28,000 to 3,800 resources. However, let's say I just wanted to search JSTOR, which is a popular database with English teachers. Go back to Show More under Limit by Database. Let's uncheck Literary Reference Center and uncheck Literature Criticism Online, and this will take us to JSTOR. Okay, so here we have some articles from JSTOR, and it's indicated by this icon right here. Let's say that we cannot find a specific text in JSTOR that's from this discovery service, but all we want to do is get on the JSTOR website. So let us click on JSTOR Full Text. Okay, and we just want to get to this database. Let us do an advanced search. Under advanced search, let's type in magic realism. Let's type in literature. Under languages, choose English. Under journal filter, under return results for, click on language and literature. Okay, and let's click on search. Okay, and we have about 8,000 results regarding magic realism. Now the way that I choose an article is I do two things. I either look at the title and see if it pertains to a topic that I want to write about, or I would look under topics, which would be just below the title. So topics, topics here, and topics there. Okay, let us say that I want to click on rereading magic realism. I would go under download PDF. I accept proceed to download. Okay, and the article is right here. Let's say we want to see how many times magic realism shows up in this article. All you have to do is hit Control, hold down Control, and then type in F at the same time. So Control F. You'll notice this pop-up window that can be able to search the article. Let's type in magic realism. And you can see right here that magic realism pops in 57 times in this article. So this is a good indication that this would be a good article to use. Alright, let's go back to search results. If we want to use this article and we want to cite this item, click on Cite this item. And right here you have the entry for the citation. So again, these citation tools are helpful in saving you time and that you don't have to start off on a blank slate. Okay, so let us click out of this. Let us go back to EBSCO right here. Okay, so let's say that you do not find a resource under Discovery Service, or there's no research starter. On the right-hand side, these are the databases that EBSCO Discovery Service does not search. A really good one for the schools of thought is this Bloom's Literary Reference Online database, so click on that. Okay, so under search, let's put in quotes biographical criticism. Okay, the reason why I put them in quotes is that so I can search biographical criticism as a term. If you do not have quotes around it, it'll search sources that just say biographical, and then it'll search things that just say criticism. Okay, so you want to make sure you put anything that is in more than one word into quotes. So biographical criticism, and let us search. Alright, and then here is the entry for different items about biographical criticism. So let's say I want to click on this just to learn a little bit more. Here we have an overview or summary about biographical criticism. And let's say I want to use this and cite this as one of my sources. So right here underneath the title, click on citation. And you can choose different formats, Harvard, APA, Chicago, but again we use MLA, so we want to click on that. And here's how to fill out the MLA citation. So let's click out of that. Let's do another search under Marxism and see what we find. Okay, so we have different entries here. That could be different possibilities for us to use. Marxism versus socialism, Marxism and feminist literature, or regularly Marxism. So let's click on this. And we have this entry right here providing a brief overview of Marxism. So again, if I want to cite it and use this article, click on citation. And again, there's the MLA format. Okay, I'm going to show you one more search in case you need to find more resources. Let's open up a tab. Let's type in google.com. Okay, so with Google, it's a really good resource. I actually go to Google first when I'm researching anything, but I search it in a different way, in that I try to search only educational, government, or organizational websites. So let's try to type in magic realism and see what happens with how many results we get when we don't put magic realism in quotes. Okay, so you'll notice right here we have about 23 million results for magic realism. Also, you'll notice this entry, usually one of the first results that you get retrieves it from Wikipedia. However, teachers prefer that you do not use Wikipedia as a source. So let's see if we can get rid of that. Let's try to type in magic realism in quotes and see how much it decreases from the 23 million. Alright, so when you put it in quotes, we're down to 3 million results. Let's say I want to decrease it to only educational websites. So what you do is put magic realism in quotes, type in cite, S-I-T-E, colon, no space, type in edu. So magic realism in quotes, cite, colon, edu, and let's hit search. And it went down from about 3 million sources to about 13,000. So what you notice is that there are no entries from Wikipedia, which is pretty good. Okay, so one search, let's try another term. Let's try reader response criticism in quotes, cite, colon, edu. Okay, let's choose one of them. I like this Al Purdue, so let's click on that. Okay, and this has a really good overview of reader response criticism. If you're able to get to the Al Purdue site, if you notice here, literary theory and schools of criticism, they have different types. So moral criticism, formalism, psychoanalytic, gender studies, feminist criticism. So if you're able to get to this Al Purdue site and search for your school of thought, it would be a really good resource. Okay, let's go back to google.com. Let's type in biographical criticism site edu. Alright, and then we have different websites on biographical criticism. So this is how you search for schools of thought. And this is how you can retrieve any resources on this topic. If you have any questions, come see me, Ms. LaDonna, in the library, and I would be happy to help. Alright, thank you very much for listening, and I hope you guys have good luck in completing your Schools of Thought assignment.